Today, let's talk about ERRATA. Not basically ERRATA, but let's understand the difference between installable and applicable. And as a bonus, at the end of this video, let's understand and learn how to proceed with incremental updates. If you're not familiar with incremental update, you know, when you go to the content view and you see the version like 2, 3, 4, 5, eventually you can see 5.1, 5.2, 5.3. Yes, you understand how to do that and why we are doing that. So let's jump to the video. Let's start in our whiteboard and understand some concepts before we go to the application. Let's assume that here we have our satellite, and then in satellite I have my library. So in library, I will enable my repository. Let's say that I have my list of repos over here. And then I would like to enable my RHEL 8 base OS, and also RHEL 8 AppStream. So we have those repositories. I just enable those repositories. Whenever I sync those repositories, what will happen is in my library, there is one default content view, or let's call default organization view. And underneath that default organization view, I can see my RHEL 8, let's put BO, base OS, and my RHEL 8 AppStream. So I have those repositories in my default organization view. So yeah, that's right. I can see my default organization view, my RHEL 8 base OS, and my RHEL 8 AppStream will be available underneath this default organization view. And then let's say that I have one specific number of packets. Let's say 5,000 here and 10,000 packets here. Now, that's it. I have my default organization view. My default organization view has two repositories, one with 5,000 and another one with 10,000 packets. But Wally, what is the relationship with this and ERRATA? Anytime that we release a new package will be a GA version and there is no ERRATA. So for instance, RHEL 8 GA. So that was the initial release. And then there is no relationship with any ERRATA at all. After that, any new package will be released or delivered as part of ERRATA. I have another video I'm gonna keep in the card here with a complete explanation about ERRATA, which is amazing. I really recommend you to take a look on that video. In this one, I will be very fast and direct to the point. So we have this idea. And at this point, what I would like to say is I have my default organization view, which has all the ERRATA, all the packets, all of them. And then eventually for your needs, let's say that you create one content view. Let's call R8. And in this content view, you added only GA. And that's fine. This works. This is good. And then what we can see here is my RHEL 8 base OS has like 1,000 packets. Those numbers are just as a reference. We can see those numbers in a few. And then I have my RHEL 8 AppStream, which has maybe 2,000 packets. And why is that? Because everything that we have after will be ERRATA. So the GA version is the first point. And then there we go. I have my content view RHEL 8, and that's great. And now let's say that I have this. I have my node 1. I'm going to call node 1. This is one server. I have my node 2. This is another server. And both of them are consuming content from this content view. And then you say, okay, I have those machines, node 1 and node 2, they are consuming content from this content view. This content view has only GA version, no ERRATA at all. But I would like to add some specific ERRATA. So how can I do that? This is the point of incremental updates. I can add some specific ERRATA, just that ERRATA. And again, as I said before, in that ERRATA, we have a bundle of packets related to that ERRATA. And I would like to add just that one. Okay, can I achieve this with filter? Definitely you can. But there is one feature called incremental update that is amazing. And this is the bonus that I'm going to give to you. So we are here. This is one scenario. Another scenario is you can say right now, hey Wally, this is great, but I don't have only GA. I have some additional repositories. So let me put something like this. Let me put like this. to be beauty and align it. This one was your content view only with the GA version. But let's suppose that you can see this scenario here as well instead of GA. But let's suppose that I synced this one like 3 months ago. And now I have a similar scenario. If I hit the publish button, what will happen is all the packets available on Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8 base OS and AppStream will be added to this repository. And eventually I don't want that. I would like to add just one specific errata. Then yes, I could be work with the incremental updates in a way that I can add just one specific errata or a set of errata to that specific repository with no necessity of filters. So let's jump to the hands-on and let's learn how this works. Here we are. This is the satellite. I created already some repositories and then we can understand that idea. Basically, if I open this page here, I just click on Lifecycle Environment and click on Lifecycle Environment, we can see library. And check this out. In library, we can see this huge number of package, errata. I can definitely click on library and drill down, understand how many packets for one specific repository. This is not the point of this video. Let's take a look on this one here. We have the content view. So this content view, rel 8 full. Let me show the contents. So here we can see that this one, version 1, we have 59,000-ish packets and I have 5,629 errata. Okay, this is good. This is the total number of packets and errata in this specific content view version. Amazing. Now let's go to this one here. I created this one on purpose. And for this one, check this out. I created a filter using a filter. If you have no idea about filter, fear not. There is another video here in the channel explaining pretty well, deeply how to use filters. So I'm gonna put in the card. And if you take a look, in this one, I just create one filter to exclude the RPMs. And then we can see some errata. So what's wrong? We deploy errata for module as well. So for the second one, I created another filter. And this filter is removing the errata from modules. So only the GA version. And here we can see that I have only the GA version for modules and also the GA version for packages. And then that's right. The initial version, the initial number of packets in the GA version of rel 8 was 6,753 packets. Hey Wally, can we confirm that? Definitely we can. And then you can see this is version 2. So check this out. This is my AppStream, base OS, the number of packets. And there is no errata. If you take a look, just RPM, no errata at all. This is the package, the GA version of rel 8. Same here, the GA version of module streams. 59 module streams, 6,753 packets available for this specific version. I create another one here like this up to December. And just to let you know, let's take a look and compare the number of packets. We can see this is 49,000-ish. If we take a look here, this is 6,000. So yeah, this is a huge difference. And then we can see also the errata. So basically I added all the errata up to December 2023. Again, just for the sake of presentation, we will not be using this content view today. Basically, will be this one. Okay, right now, what is the next step? I have this content view, custom filter GA, and let me show you some additional information. Okay, let's open node 1 and node 2. You can see both here are 8.10 and they are consuming content from that specific content view. And then check this out. So we have this one, 53 errata, 51. So is that accurate? I don't know yet. Let's take a look. I can click on content and then check this out. Hey Wally, there is no errata. I can see applicable and I can see installable. So 51 and installable is nothing. Okay, what is the deal here? Anytime that you have one machine consuming content from one content view, and that content view allow you to see some errata, this errata is installable. However, let's suppose that you have your library is syncing, and you have that errata that is matching with this machine, like the base OS or some specific application. However, that package is not in your content view yet. So that errata will be selected as applicable or will be available as applicable. Just one attention point here, returning to the node 1 and node 2. You can see in overview, we have this 53 errata. Eventually, this can be a bit confused because you say, hey, Wally, I can see in content page, there is no installable errata. But whenever you go to overview, we can see 53 errata. By default in this page, we have applicable. So 53 applicable or available in library. But if I would like to see what is available in this content view, there is no errata. See that? 53. Same for node 2. We have applicable and installable. No errata at all. All right, let me just draw here a little bit more. Let's suppose that I have my node 2, and in this content view, we used to have 500 errata. And then I came to my node 2 and I apply all the errata. And then I'm good. So the errata available in this content view is what we call installable. That's it. This one here is installable. So next day, what happened was my satellite is syncing content from CDN. And eventually I got one new errata that should match with this machine or any application, any package on that specific machine. What will happen now is my installable here is still 0, but I have another field applicable, and this applicable will be 1. Okay, Wally, can I apply this 1? No, because this errata is available here in library. It is not available in your content view. And this is the beauty of incremental updates. So let me show you how this works and how we can easily add one specific errata or one set of errata in an easy way. I'm here, there is no installable errata, and that's okay. And then someone came to me and said, hey, Wally, our machine requires some kernel patch because this is critical. So I can filter here by synopsis. So basically I can type synopsis tilde kernel. And then check this out. I have those versions and those packets about kernel. And one that I need to apply or I need to turn available to my machines right now is this one. For whatever reason, I'm just picking one. I should be able to do this with more than one, but let's pick this specific errata. Then once I have this one here, this is the one that I'm looking for. I can click on apply erratum. And what this is gonna do? This is gonna redirect me to this page. I saw one bug here. So basically you can see this URL. I was expecting to see some machines. I'm gonna open a bug for this. And eventually, whenever you are watching this video, probably this issue will be already fixed. But the main point is this. Right now, you can just click on a different tab, come back to the content host tab, and there you go. If you see now, that errata should be here. Okay, I know this is affecting my node 1 and node 2. They are connected, consuming content from this content view, and I'd like to move it on, adding this errata to that specific content view. So how can I do that? Nice point here. I can pick the server or I can click on all of them, just checking the first box. Because whenever I turn this kernel available, I would like to do something else. I would like to apply this package. I would like to install those packets on those specific servers. Basically, I can kill two birds with a single stone. So whenever I select the number of content hosts, I can click on or apply to hosts. And check this out. What this is telling us is, hey, you are going to apply this Red Hat Security Advisory. this is going to be applied to this content view, and the version of that content view will be bumped, not the major number, but the minor number. So instead of going to 3, this is going to be 2.1. The current number or the current version is version 2. This will be available in library, and I can see here that you selected 2 hosts. And why is that? Because I can apply those errata to the content host immediately after publishing. So whenever I put this available, I can say to satellite, hey, go on and apply those errata on those servers. I'm doing this for 2 hosts. I could be doing this for 20, 200, 2000, 20,000 servers. So this is the beauty. I'm not gonna update or apply the errata on them, but just to let you know. Whenever I do this, I can click on confirm, and this is gonna publish a new version, just bumping the new minor version of that specific content view. So let's click on confirm, and there you go. A task was created. This is creating one incremental update, and whenever this is finished, I will be back to you. And here we can see that the task was concluded or finished. Yeah, don't worry about the time. Like, I know we have some issues just to improve the performance when working with filter. But yes, this is how this is working now. But let me show you the results, because we can see a detail. This detail was added automatically because of this feature, and we can see the new packets. Okay, let me do this. We have this content view. Let me open this content view in a new tab. And check this now. This is beauty. Totally deserves your subscription if you're not yet subscribed. Now we have this number of packets. Before it used to be 6,753 packets with no errata. And right now we have 6,776 packets with 1 errata. And this errata is the one that we selected and we added. And then you can see this guy over here, 2.1, which means incremental errata. You can see the description. The description is huge because these will be automatically added, including the packets that are part of this errata. Then, okay, so let me clean up some tabs here. And here we are. So let me keep node 2 and node 1. So in this page, if I refresh now, check this out. Let me remove this, open a little bit better. Then we can see there is one security advisory for node 1 and 2 because both of them were consuming content from this content view. If we take a look here right now on node 1 and node 2, let me refresh those pages. We can see applicable is still 53, but installable we have 1. Same here for node 2. If I check this one now, there is no errata, but let me reload the page. And then now I can see 1 errata. Let's come back to node 1. Let's work with node 1. Then if I click on contents, I can see errata. So check this out. I can see installable, and installable, I can see the errata that I added. And then, only the errata that was selected plus all the requirements will be available in this specific repository. So check this out. We have applicable and installable. As we mentioned before, installable is a errata that is available in this content view. Wally, which content view? Overview, this content view, this version. If we check applicable, applicable is the content that is coming from library. And check this out. If you take a look on applicable in this page, you can see, is this installable? No, no, no. Eventually, one of them will be. Because an installable errata is also one applicable errata. So, where is our baby? There we are. See? Another nice and important information here. Let's say that I would like to apply this one right now. I can pick this guy and I can apply. I can just hit this button and apply. However, you can see that I cannot do this with the applicable because they are not available in this content view yet. Let me give another bonus to you guys because this is what I do on all the videos. All of them, I provide some additional bonus. You saw that the way that we did this was clicking on the three dots, applying erratum, and then this will redirect you to a page, and then you can proceed and add the incremental updates. Another way that you can achieve the same goal is this. Let's pick this one. This is not available. You can see installable here is no. Let me pick this. Let me click on content, content types, ERRATA. I'm gonna open this in a new tab. Let me put here in the end. This is the ERRATA page. I can do a lot of stuff here in the ERRATA page. One thing that I like to do is let me search by that specific ERRATA. Then I can click on this ERRATA. I can see in this page I have 3 applicable and 1 installable. So whenever I access this page, which content host is matching with this ERRATA? And then there you go. I can see all of them. At this moment, we have capsule getting from the for organization view, and I can see also those machines, those servers, node 1 and node 2 from those content views. Let's say that I like to do a similar process. I can pick all of them, or eventually I can pick those here because I know this is the same content view, and apply to hosts. So this is gonna do a similar process as before. The point is going to that page, the host page, you can see specifically on that server. If you like to work on one specific server, and eventually this will reflect to different servers. Or another way is, okay, I do have the ERRATA that I would like to create the incremental update. And then I can do something like this. I can filter by the ERRATA. I can see the host that will be affected by this ERRATA and check this out. Right now, I can see a version 2.2. So again, this is another incremental update. And at the end of the day, I should be able to see 2 different ERRATA available in this content view because this is what I'm doing. I'm not gonna confirm this one. Let me give you another bonus. I also told you that you can do this multiple times or for multiple ERRATA. Hey Wally, can I click on apply erratum here and then here? In this page you cannot. So let's do this. I have this ERRATA. So let me take a note. Let's suppose that I like to do the same process but for 2 ERRATA. Then I have the code of the 2 of them. Instead of doing this incremental update like 2, 3, 4 times, I would like to do this in a single shot, adding 2 ERRATA or maybe multiple ERRATA. But let me show you with 2. With that, I can access again my ERRATA page. So let me open the ERRATA page once again. This ERRATA is going to show me all the ERRATA that is available in this satellite because of the repositories that got synced. And then I can do something like this. Hey, let me filter by this ERRATA. I can see that one. And then I can use some sort of regular expression. Let me pick the second one. And okay, now I can see 2 ERRATA. So again, I can pick the 2 of them, apply ERRATA. The behavior is pretty similar as before. I can pick the servers that I would like to apply. I can see they are sharing the same content view, so that's okay. Let me hit next. Similar as before. If I would like to create a task that will deploy, I can check this button. If not, I can just keep this one. I can hit confirm, and at the end of the day, you see the version 2.2 incremental update that will include the first ERRATA that I added before, plus the 2 of them I share right now. So I'm gonna hit confirm, and the process will repeat, and at the end of the day, I should be able to see my version 2.2 with the 3 errata available to my 2 different servers, node 1 and node 2. Here we are. We can see the new set of errata were added properly. So let's come back to the content view. Now check this out. We can see version 2.1 with 1 errata, and we can see the version 2.2 with 3 errata. This is beauty. And again, totally deserves your subscription if you are not yet subscribed. All the information is here. This is basically incremental updates. And if we click on this tab, errata, now we can see the 3 errata available in this specific content view. If we return to this machine, let's refresh this page. This by default will be installable, and check this out, how beauty. This was the first one. Those here are the second ones that we added. This is node 2. Once this machine is also consuming content from the same content view and the packets are already available to this, we can see the errata here. And again, this is now simple. Let's say that I would like to install those errata. I can just click here, apply, and that's it. Good to go. My machine will be up to date. And whenever I need to confirm if there is new errata available, I can always click on applicable and I can see all the applicable errata for this specific server. At this moment, 53 as we can see here. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a common and recurrent question. All the time I see people asking, hey, how can I proceed with the errata process? What is this incremental update? How can I create my incremental updates? In this video, you are able to see this one. If you are not yet subscribed to this channel, it will be a pleasure to have you here. Don't forget to enable the notification, then anytime that I release a new video, you will be notified as well. Also, feel free to join us in our Discord channel. You can drop your question over there and I'm glad to answer any of your questions that you may have. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.